Thank you for finding time to listen to my stories. I have come again with a new story. I want you to listen to this story. And when you listen to this story, make sense out of every nonsense in it. It will help you in development of wisdom. Make sense out of every nonsense in the story. It will help you pass exams in the school of wisdom. This very moment, I want to talk on the message, the story I titled, The Agamalizad and the Queen. The Agamalizad and the Queen. Agamalizad is a reptile, but highly spiritual. When you see a reddish Agamalizad, you will know that the land of spirit is on fire. Agamalizad is one of the powerful spiritualists you will see in the palace of the king of the spirit. Looking at Agamalizad, you are looking at a powerful spiritualist. And is a very pathetic reptile. Agamalizad is a healer. And that's why those with chronic cough, when they boil Agamalizad and drink the water, their cough will subside. So Agamalizad as a spiritualist, as a healer, do come around in a palace because something happened that attracted the attention of Agamalizad. A king that married 10 wives. And he hated his first wife so much, to the extent that he sent her away. And the first wife now made a hut by the side of banana plantation. And unfortunately for the king, both the one that he hated so much and the 9 wives that he loved so much were unable to give birth to a successor. The person that would take over the throne. All of them were giving birth to girls. And the king was getting old. He then said to himself, so if he dies, nobody will succeed him. He then went to a native doctor. A native doctor said to him, I will give you spiritual palm front. 10 pieces. Spiritual palm front. Now when you get home, give your wives one to chew. And the king said, no, you won't give me 10, you give me only 9. Give me only 9, I don't need 10. And the spiritualist said, please take note, the power is in the kernel inside. They must chew this palm front and swallow both the chaff and the kernel inside. The king said, fine by me. He then came back and called his 9 lovely wives and said to them, you see these 9 palm fronts? You are going to chew it. And when you chew it, you swallow everything. Both the kernel inside, everything. Swallow everything. Don't throw anything away. They say, yes, our husband. Then, something happened. Agamalizad told the queen that was living by the side of plantain plantation, please be vigilant. I am going to bring something for you today, and you will swallow it. Make sure you swallow as many as possible that I'm going to bring. The queen said, fine by me, my friend. Then, the 9 lovely wives of the king, 5 of them did not chew the palm front the way it should be done. They just lick it and throw it away. Agamalizad gathered the whole 5 and said to the queen by the plantain plantation, and the queen swallowed the 5. And once you chew this palm front, you don't need to make love to a man before you get pregnant. Once you chew it, you will be pregnant. Now, the 9 inside house got pregnant. The one by the side of plantain plantation got pregnant. And the king said, it was our gods that got our tummy swollen. It's not pregnant. The evil she committed is what is making her tummy to go swollen. Because of the woman, the king then made a law that the first person that will give birth to a boy shall be crowned the queen, and the son shall be crowned the crown prince. And those that will give birth to girls shall be killed immediately. Because to her, she felt that the one by the plantain plantation is going to give birth to a girl. Now see what happened there. The day all of them were put to bed, they started having contraction. Then the king said they should go and bring that one by the plantain plantation, so that immediately she would put down the daughter. Let them behead her immediately. They went and brought the woman by the plantain plantation. Immediately, they brought her into the palace. The other queens were still having contraction. She gave birth to 3 boys. The king jumped up. 3 boys, triplets. The first one that came out, you look at, is a boy. Second one came out, look at, is a boy. Third one came out, you look at, is a boy. The traditional prime minister said, crown the son, the crown prince. They crown the son, the crown prince. The second one, the second crown prince. The third one, the third crown prince. Before you know what is happening, the woman gave birth again because she swallowed 5. A boy. Give birth to the 5th one. Boy. 5 sons on the spot. The other queens look at themselves. The other 4, 5 that did not swallow their own, give birth to girls. And they're asking, what do we do now? Out of anger, the king said, kill them. You don't make law out of anger because it can catch you up. Kill them. The traditional prime minister said, no, my king. You can't kill a woman because she gave birth to a girl. All right. They should take the place of the former queen by the side of plantain plantation. Traditional prime minister said, my king, no. Everybody is living to fulfill a destiny. The other 4 queens give birth to boys. But the one by the plantain plantation gave birth to 5 boys, and her sons were the first. And the king said, crown her my crown queen. Come and hug me. Your God is alive. Now listen to me. What sense are you going to make out of my story? Nobody knows the pregnancy that will deliver a king. Are you hearing me? Every lizard moves with his belly, and no one knows the lizard that is purging, and no one knows the lizard that is having stomach problem. In our country today, out of hatred, we make laws. Out of hatred, we violate laws. Out of hatred, we discriminate. Out of hatred, we intimidate. Out of hatred, we do so many things. We don't allow God to decide for us. Do you see the queen by the plantain plantation? She was not contesting, because she felt that that is where her fate retired her. She felt that that is where her own destiny is, by the plantain plantation. But remember, the day God will remember you, nonsense will become wisdom. Look at Agamalizad becoming a boyfriend to the queen. Look at Agamalizad coming every day to entertain the queen. And the queen did not discriminate. You know why? When you find yourself in a tight situation, do not commonize whatever that come around. Always try to make sense out of every nonsense. All you need to do is to extract none and make use of sense. Now look at the rejected queen, later becoming the crown queen. Look at the rejected queen, later become the mother of the crown prince. It might be your turn tomorrow. But what you ask yourself is this: if eventually, and God turn around and make me the queen, and make me the king, what do I have to offer the people? You know what happened? The rejected queen pleaded that the other queens should not be beheaded. The rejected queen pleaded that all the queens in the palace shall be treated equally. The rejected queen pleaded with her husband to share love equally. The rejected queen came into the palace with plenty of love. The rejected queen came into the palace with forgiveness. The rejected queen came into the palace recognizing everybody as one. The rejected queen came into the palace and hugged the husband and forgot the past wound. The rejected queen came into the palace. You never see her husband as enemy. The rejected queen came into the palace. He told her husband, you are the best man. The rejected queen came into the palace and her husband was ashamed. He told her husband, no, you didn't do anything. All what happened to me was according to my destiny. The rejected queen came into the palace. And what happened? Orderliness was restored. If God make you a king today, what do you intend today? What do you intend to do? To carry out vengeance? Oh no, that's why you will never be a king. If God made you a king today, what do you intend to do? To remember how your father was maltreated. That's why you will never be a king. If God made you a king today, what do you intend to do? To come there and steal money? No, you can never be a king. God will only choose kings that can forgive his people. God will only choose a king that will provide food for the poor. God will only choose a king that will wipe away tears of his people. God will only choose a king that will make Nigeria a better place, so that Africa will take clue from Nigeria, so that Africa will see us as models, so that Africa will see us as the real giant of Africa. then South Africa will no longer kill Nigerians. Then Nigerians will no longer queue in embassy to look for visa. Then Nigerians will no longer be ransacked, almost naked them in overseas countries. And overseas people will queue in Nigerian embassy abroad because they want to come to Nigeria. It will happen in our time. Long live Nigeria. Long live Africa. Long live United Nations. God bless Africa.
Black man and white man in the jar, we is one people. No one is a monkey. Yes, I me is not monkey. No monkey in a jar. Jar created I and I. We is not monkey. Jar Rastafari. We look like Jar. Massa.